So I want to have a look here. So we have four different ways of progress. We have your partner and their life outside of you. You have the action that they did to you. So you want to think about, okay, maybe they cheated or did something that made you feel like shit. They hurt a core piece of you. So what was the thing that they hurt? Did they hurt your self-esteem? Did they hurt your social confidence? Did they hurt you economically, materially? Did they hurt you sexually? Did they hurt your sexual self-esteem? Whatever it was, then your role in it. What role do you play in this to push things to sort of cause this? And this is your life outside of them. One of the things we get stuck on when we're in abusive relationships, partly due to trauma bonding, but also due to codependency, is we actually focus on these things, which are the smallest things. Okay, we focus on them. Why? Why did they do this action? We don't necessarily even focus on the action, although we do as well. And we focus on their life outside of this, but we focus a lot on the person. What we tend not to realize is that, okay, yeah, you can hate the person, but truly you hate the action. If you took this person and you changed the name, you'd still be angry at them. You could change this name to thousands of different people, and if that person betrayed you in a way that feels horrible, well, really you're upset at the betrayal. Okay, so this is the things that they're in control of. They're in control of themselves, their action, and their life outside of you. These are nothing you can control. But what you find is that when you're in these kind of relationships, this is where you put most of your focus. It's really crazy. So we see a lot online on forums, and if you're friends with someone, who's in this kind of relationship, you hear a lot about this. This is what they'll talk to you about all the time, right? They may not have a lot of people to vent to. You might be one of the few people, so they're doing this. And maybe they're checking in reality. Was this okay? Is it okay what happened here? They're asking you. Because actually what's happening in the relationship is they're being really disconnected from this. They're super disconnected from how it actually impacted them. So like, oh, I felt, this humiliating thing that they did. They humiliated me in public. This really hurt my self-esteem, and this also hurt my social image. Or, we went on a vacation together. I paid for everything. And it was a nightmare. Okay, this impacted my self-esteem, but this also impacted my finances. So this is a lot better. It's just talking about you. But the way to really move beyond this system, beyond the focus here, is to also look at your role, which is one of the hardest things to do. So when you look at it, you say, okay, well, how was I being selfish? How was I being dishonest? How was I being inconsiderate? So this could be pretty simple, like, maybe I was being dishonest about, who they are. Or maybe I was being dishonest about the thing that made them upset. Maybe they really should have been upset. Or maybe I'm just inconsiderate that this person is a really sick person and I want them not to be. And so how could I expect this person who blows up at any little thing to not blow up at something that was really little? How could I expect this person who's continually minimizing my pain to not minimize my pain again? That's my role. That's me being inconsiderate, dishonest. It's me being selfish, actually wanting this person to be someone they're not. Wanting this person to take account for their actions and never repeat them. Yet they always do. Even when they do tend to take account, days, minutes, weeks, months later, they're going to break that again. And partly they're going to break it because it's like anything. If you're so angry at someone, you think, okay, I'm done with this person forever. If you're willing, at least in your mind, you entertain the idea of, well, how could I destroy this person? I could humiliate them. I could bring up this thing that I know that they're really sensitive about. I could tell their parents. I could tell their friends. I could, whatever the hell it is, truth or lies. You might start to think about these kind of actions. So someone who's this abusive, they actually go to that emotion. They go to the emotion that allows them to be sociopathic and actually draw blood in a way that permanently damages your relationship and permanently damages you. And if you choose to stay, the relationship just gets more and more fucked up. But imagine their emotions are so big. We all are guilty of this from time to time. But in this kind of relationship, this person's going to be guilty of it up to every day. So you have your role. Why are you here? So we start with your feelings, and then we move from your feelings to your actions. And then we move from your actions to the rest of your life. What else do you have going on in your life? Or do you have nothing? And as you can see, these pictures are the smallest. We go from small, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, and the biggest. And when we're in these relationships and when we're codependents, the scale is completely the opposite. We become obsessed with the person and their life. What we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out, how can I stop the action at its earliest point? And there's a story one of my Buddhist instructors told me once he said there's this war, and this guy gets shot with an arrow, and he gets shot in the leg. He goes, "Oh, my leg, oh." And they want to take him to get medical care. They say to him, "Okay, we got to take you to medical care." He says, wait. I have to know who shot me. Oh, well, someone on the other team, someone in the other army. Well, who? I need to know exactly who it was. So they find out, meanwhile, his leg's bleeding out. Okay, it was this person. Okay, well, I want to know who made the arrow. Oh, these people made, okay, well, where did the arrow come from? Like, what tree did it come from? What stone did the arrowhead come from? Or was it a piece of metal? What metal did it come from? What mountain did it come from? And you can go all the way back to try to find the first point of origin of why. But if you really look at the myriad, the true tales, the real map of cause and effect, all we're doing when we're going back is we're trying to find the ultimate cause. We can track it maybe back to their childhood, but actually we can go further. Because, well, who were the people who messed them up? Well, their parents. Okay, well, we can go back further. We go all the way back to maybe within that lineage, it was simply a really bad storm. A kid was orphaned, had abandonment issues, and that started the whole damn thing. Or it was a monkey, abandonment issues as monkeys. We don't know. The point is the causality. We can go all the way back, all the way back, all the way back, all the way back, all the way back. But it's unhelpful. It becomes obsessive. And all these pieces become bigger, that are the most out of our control, and will do the least amount to help us. What we need to figure out is, where is our injury? What are we doing to cause this injury? And to keep this resentment here. And then how can we move past all of this and into our own lives? So I just wanted to show this. This is a trap. We really get caught here. And if you're caught here, it's totally normal. It's totally normal to obsess. You're trying to figure out, what do I do to stop the first point of action? Right? How do I not say the thing that's going to be upsetting, that's going to cause this person to take this action, that's going to cause this? No. These sides are the most important.